Happy Friday. This is Ashley Luxembourg with Denise Carroll Models in Florida, and I just wanted to touch base with you guys. I'd sent a note, a letter out about some tough love and some things that I really think we need to correct within our agency, but then I really started thinking about, how so many of you that didn't work with me back when I was training years and years ago don't really know my philosophies and why sometimes I request you do the things that I do. So I thought I would just take 3 minutes and give you a quick idea of how the booking process works from my point, not just from your point, and why I request the things that I do. Okay, so being an agent is much like having a recipe. We get called and we're told what to make, I guess as if we were like a caterer. And we're told, we need to make apple pie, and this is what kind we want. So we literally have to pull within our agency ingredients, you guys, to make that apple pie. Now, you may not be an apple pie ingredient, and that's fine. It doesn't mean you're not gonna book one day or your time's not gonna come, but it just means for this particular booking, maybe you didn't get booked for that. We have very, very specific requests. A lot of people think that we actually, or me as an agent, chooses who gets booked, and that's not the case at all. Actually, 99.9% of the time, the client signs on, looks at our website, books from there, or calls me and says, hey, can you send me all your blondes that are 5'8" and taller, or a size 4, or whatever else? And that's kind of how it goes. They give us an exact age or an exact clothes size, and they want them to fit that. That is why your measurements are so important on Syngency. So many of you don't update when you gain or lose 5 pounds, grow an inch, lose a tooth, maybe get braces or a haircut, shave your head. Girls get real tan at the beach. Those things are important because if I see you and you're super pale, I'm not gonna book you for Hawaiian Tropic, but for all I know, you have a great tan right now. So updating your skin tones and everything going on in your life that you think I may just telepathically know, I really don't. And even if we're Facebook friends, which I would love for you to Facebook friend me if you haven't, I'm not a Facebook stalker actually at all. Believe it or not, I know I'm on it a lot and I post a lot, but that's pretty much it. I like to communicate there, but I do not Facebook stalk at all. In fact, so many people are like, oh, did you see this? And I'm like, no, I didn't see it. So I don't assume that because you posted a picture of your hair color or your haircut that I saw it, because I didn't. It's your responsibility to email us and let us know, and then schedule an updated at least headshot so that we have a current look of what you look like. You are missing jobs if you don't like your headshot.
So to wrap it all up, basically, it's really important because being delayed or showing up not looking like your photos could be such a big deal that the client actually not only doesn't pay us, my necklace is twisted, but also tries to back charges for things that maybe didn't show up, and that could be a big deal. Like we could get a thousands and thousands dollar bill because you being late could delay production, which means hourly they're paying video team, makeup, a billion other things, producer, director, all of that. And that's really important. So you being 15 minutes early is imperative to our success, every single one of you. And if you're not 15 minutes early, then you are late. It is a big deal. So be earlier if you need to. And just over and all, if you order, they order a stay-at-home mom look and then you show up and you've got your hair all poofed up and curled and big and a different color or whatever, and you don't have that stay-at-home mom look, you now look like Miss America, they could also complain and say, hey, this is what we needed for this ad. She wasn't what you promised us. We're not paying you and we're charging you to replace her. And we always keep the highest reputation with our clients. So you don't ever want to put me in that situation, please. And that's why it's so important. There's a reason to everything we ask you. I have shoots coming up, by the way, to move on to another subject. If you need any styling, we're adding styling door shoots now. I'm also adding an upgrade if you want to learn to pose. Natural movement in front of the camera and posing, we can add that to your shoot. And I have very limited spots. So if you want to hop in for August or September, please go ahead and let us know. That way we can get you added. Last but definitely not least, we have a new staff member, Emilio Ramirez. Welcome to the agency. Well, he's been in the agency as a talent for quite a while, but now he is our new talent coordinator. He's helping relieve some of my stress with dealing day-to-day things like Syngency, relations between our models and things like that. So please treat him as you would treat me. He's fantastic. You can reach him at emilio@denisecarrollmodels.com. Emilio. It is very important that we're going to stick to just email communication with him so that I can be copied on anything if I need to be updated, or if you guys tell him something, he can forward it to me. It's much easier. So please keep that your only means of communication with him. I greatly appreciate it. And you can now upload photos onto your Syndency. Make sure you do that, and then we can make them live. And I don't think there's anything else, just make sure that if we order you to look the way you are, make sure you show up that way, because it could cost the agency a lot. And I just want you to realize that. Thank you so much for your cooperation. I love having you guys. I understand that modeling isn't saving lives. We are just modeling here. It's no big deal, but in the big scheme of things, we do want to stay professional and all of that. And so if you need to take a few months off here and there and you don't really respond, it is no big deal with me, because I understand that family things happen, issues happen in our lives and slow down, but then we want to get back into modeling and we kind of do a little more. So, when you are involved, just please put in 110% effort and give us all you have. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We love you guys. Bye.